Hello, welcome back to our class. I hope the last class you understood and enjoyed the teachings. So in the last class, we discussed about conditional statements, if statement, else if, and elif statement. In today's class, we're going to discuss about arrays and loops. Arrays and loops. So we're going to make use of arrays and loops. I don't need this one. Okay, so making use of arrays, just giving an idea of how arrays work. Array also in Python, you can call it list. So I can say my list or array. You can give it any name. So this bracket is known as array. Anything you put inside this bracket shows that we are creating an array. So I can create an array of anything. It can be arrays of numbers, arrays of different numbers, or arrays of things. If it's going to be string, remember we have to use this. Let's say arrays of food. Let me say rice. Let's create array of, let's say, beans. And let's put maybe two more arrays of bread. Okay. And also, which other milk? Maybe milk. Yeah. So we can have a lot of things inside this array. Now, the array is used when you want to save a lot of things. Let's call this array of food, my food. Okay, you can name it whatever you want. It can be my list. It can be that array of my food. Okay, my foods. Again, array of that. So this is the name of our array. We are creating array of my food, array of that, and the other, whatever you want to create your array for. It can be array of names, student names, array of ages. So it's very useful because it helps us for the next stage of our loops. It can help us to explain some things. Okay. So there are a couple of things you can do with array because it's so versatile, it's so good. It's like a storage, but it's a temporary storage because once you close your system, it kind of goes away. But it stays here, except if you are assigning dynamically, then it goes away. But if not, like this is going to stay. So what are some of the things that we have? We can check the length of this array. We have how many elements here? 1, 2, 3, 4 elements or 4 items in this our array. So if I want to check the length of my array, I can say the length. So it's check. Let's print it. Print. Let's use a print. And so we say len. This keyword len, and we use my food. My food, we call the array inside of this. You can see inside of the length, we have my food. And when you run this, you're going to see the length is going to be 4. You can see it displayed there 4. The length is 4. Our length is 4. The length of the array is 4. Okay. Very good. So going back to our program, that's, you can use the length. Take, for instance, you're calculating something. I want to know how many items. I don't know how many items that are in my array. So if I add one more thing into this array, let's say, what is another food? Let's say water. I don't know if it's part of food, but water. You drink water in your list of food. And then it changes to 5 because now we have 5 items in our array. So the instruction len tells us how many items that we have in our array. Then, okay, you saw me adding something into this array, but it was dynamic. It was manually. I was adding it through this. Again, you can add to the array by saying what we say append into the array. We can append into this array. Like the way I added this water, I could add it by appending. I can display again whatever is in this array by saying print. I'm going to do the append very soon. My food, which is the name of the array. If I say this, you're going to see it display every element in the array. You can see it is displaying every element in the array, rice, beans, and whatever is in the array. So it displays every element in the array. Okay. Now, we can add more substance into this array. Let me say I want to add T into the array. T into the array. This is going faster. let me say, my array, my foods dot append. So append is used to add new elements into the array. Let's say we want to add T, okay, into this array. So append is going to append to the back of the array, okay, to the back of the array. Let me print the array again. So we see the current state. This printing number 7 give us the current state and the updated one, okay. So you can see our array now has T because append is used to add something into the array. And also if I say my food dot pop, okay, dot pop. If I say just dot pop and no, just pop, and then I'm going to, okay, so if I do this again, printing the state of the array, you will see when I added T and when the T is removed. So pop is used to delete the last element or the last element in the array, the last item. So append is used to add to the back of the array, and pop is used to remove from the array. Okay, there's another one. Maybe I want to remove specific thing from the array. I can say my food. Let's see the current state. Let's remove the bread. Let's say I want to remove bread from the array. Oh, sorry. I should have dot remove. Okay. Dot remove bread. My food dot remove bread. So let's print again the state of the array. So we have my food. So my foods. So it tells the states. So we are expecting that the bread will no longer exist in the array. The bread will no longer exist in the array. Okay. So again, you see the bread disappear. So you can remove specific element, but pops the back, the last element. Okay. Again, we can clear this array. We can clear every element in this array by saying my foods dot clear. Okay. We can clear our array. So if we print again our array, the new state of our array, my foods, food printed, is going to clear every element from the array. So we will not see anything in the array. You can see the last one, there is nothing in the array. So clear is used to clear everything from the array. Okay, so we've talked about popping, remove, append. You can use append to add elements into the array. Okay, now what if I want to insert to a specific position? So I'm going to remove this clear or mute the clear for a while. And again, I've turned this to a comment because I don't want it to affect my array, because at that point I want the array to maintain this. I want to add back the bread and I want to add it back to a location. Now, for the location, the array uses what you call index. So it makes what you call use of index, and it starts from index 0, not from 1. It starts counting from 0. So rice is index 0, beans is index 1, bread is index 2, and so on. So the first element is index 0. The index tells us the address where the array is. Let me show you what I mean. So take, for instance, I want to print just the beans at the state. I want to print the beans. So I can say my foods. Okay. Here, I'm going to say index 0. So for the index, we are just going to say, we're going to use this brackets because we are telling this array index 0. So it's going to print rice on the screen, rice. If I change this to index 2, then it's going to print milk because the current state of this is milk. Okay. Index 2, index 2 beans. Okay. What if I say this 4? Okay. Let's see. It prints the milk and water. So it starts from index 2 till the end, till the fourth one. And if we say 3, okay, which actually the last element is just the milk. It just prints only one element. Okay, so you can print a specific element or print a specific stuff from the array. So there you are printing only milk, which is in index 2 because the current state of the array is just rice, beans, milk, water, because we've popped and then we removed We can add more things into the array by using append. Okay. What if I want to do what you call reverse the array? Maybe the order of the array. I don't want the array to be in the order where it is. So I can say what you call my foods dot reverse. So you have what you call reverse. So then I'm going to reverse the order of the array. Okay. So let's print our array, the current state of our array. You see everything is going to turn my foods. Okay. My foods. So if we run this again, you will see it's going to turn. So you can see the water, milk, beans, rice. So it has reversed the state of the array. So you can use reverse to, maybe you want to start from the back, you can reverse the array by doing this. And then you can save all these things inside an element or inside a variable. Okay. If we want to insert in a specific position, again, I'm going to mute this reverse so we can use the original state of the array. I'm going to mute that, so we just use the original state of the array. Okay. So we're using the original state of the array. If we say I want to insert back my bread again, or insert back my bread to a specific position, that's index 1. It was in index 2 because of 0, 1, 2. It was in index 2. So I can use what you call in insert my food dot insert. So you can insert. So I'm saying in index 2, insert this element, bread. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, correct. Let's print the current state of the array, my foods. Okay. Footprint the current state of the array. Okay. My foods. And we run it. You see, the bread is going to come back to that exact index. Okay. Okay. Just give it a bit of time. Yes, the bread has come back to that exact index. But if I put the bread in index 1, then it's going to swipe places. It's going to remove it shifted the beans. So you can see, because it takes over the index 1 and then move the beans. So you could put the bread in a specific place. You could put it in a specific place. One other function or that you can use is called reverse. To reverse. Okay, we've talked about reverse sorting. Let's say I want to sort my foods dot sort. So okay, to sort is to arrange it in order. So to arrange it in order. So so if I say print my food, now our array is going to be arranged in proper order. Okay, so it's going to start from beans, red. So it's going to arrange it in alphabetical order or in numerical order, depending on whatever you are dealing with. So you can see everything is arranged. If I want to arrange it in the order, but in descending order, so this is in ascending order, but I want to arrange it from maybe third downward. So you're going to say reverse is equal to true. So you're going to say reverse is equal to true. When you say this reverse is equal to true, so again, we're going to have to print. You're going to see when it arranges in the order. So you can see water, rice, milk, beans, and so on. So this is playing with array. You do a lot of things with array. You do so much with array. So you can check the length. You can append. You can pop. You can remove. You can clear. You can insert into the array. You can copy. Okay, again, you can copy an array, you can reverse, you can sort. So a lot of things you can do with array. So these are some of the things. It's very beautiful. We can play along with this array. This array is very useful because it helps us to understand, being able to save elements, being able to store elements before we deal with files. Okay, so we're going to move to, for the next class, we're going to move to loops. So I'm going to stop this now because we're going to use our arrays and then we'll move to loops. Thank you for listening. See you next time.